Everybody keeps saying it's going to get better. How is it going to get better? Our economy is so fucked that I work a full-time job. I make $21 an hour working 40 hours a week. I have no extra expenses, no bills out of my living. I have one credit card that's maxed because I've lived off of it, but other than that, I don't have cable. I haven't had cable in 10 years. We have cell phones, but, that's required to live on. But other than that, nothing extra. On paper, my bills are $2,701. My income is $2,710. Do the math. $9 a month before I pay for food, gas, car repairs, any entertainment. There's no money for that. And my car is dying. It's paid for, so I don't have car payments now that I'm going to replace. And I don't know how to do that on $9 a month. $9 to feed myself, $9 to buy a car, $9 for insurance. Yeah. So at the end of the day, this is me because I worked 8.5 hours a day knowing that it's not enough.
Well, chat, we might really be cooked. People are actually doing fundraisers just to buy groceries. The CEO of GoFundMe says the company is seeing way more fundraisers for basic needs like food than ever before. Not medical emergencies or one-off crises, just milk, eggs, and bread. Which isn't exactly surprising given how basic necessities have essentially turned into luxuries in this economy. And accordingly, this rise in fundraisers has also come alongside a debt spiral. Recent research shows that more and more families are putting groceries on credit cards, and only about a third of them are able to pay off that balance. And many can't even afford to pay the minimum monthly payment. People are even now using buy now, pay later services like Klarna to buy food. And it's easy to chalk this all up to bad budgeting and bad decision making, but when housing and utilities eat up so much of your paycheck, food can quickly become more of a possibility than a guarantee, which is of course a huge problem because food isn't optional. The point is, if you're struggling right now, you're not failing. The economy, and especially the people running it who vowed to fix it instead of making it worse, are failing you. Failed leadership is the only way a country gets to a place where this many people are struggling this much with food insecurity. Don't listen to anybody who tells you different.
Are we all fighting for our lives financially right now, or is it just me? I have a good degree. I work 3 jobs. I budget the hell out of my money to an annoying obsession. I'm watching every single penny I'm spending because I'm trying to pay off all of my student loans. But times are tough right now. Man, I feel like the more you work, the more you have to pay for. And it's tough out there right now. I think I do well. And then I look at my bank account and I'm like, oh my God. Or I go to the grocery store and I'm like, oh wow, eggs are $10 again. Woohoo. Man, it is tough right now. And sometimes I feel like I'm the only one, because sometimes I'll look and I'll be like, oh my God, all these people I know are traveling and buying nice things. And I'm like, wow, how? Is there a secret? Someone help.
Family, many white people in America today are complaining over the high cost of living. Family, this is something unprecedented. I never thought that white people would complain, over the cost of living. Many of them voted for Donald Trump, thinking that they will hide under the umbrella of whiteness. But family, we are seeing a shift. We are seeing more and more white people saying they can't afford food, rent, or gas. Suddenly, the same America that was built to favor them is too expensive, for them to survive in. For decades, Black Americans have been telling the world about the struggle. about systemic oppression, low wages, unaffordable housing, and being locked out of opportunities. But now, white America is crying, over the very same tears we've been seeing for centuries. So, family, I want you to watch this video all the way to the end as we try to uncover, more and more white folks crying over the cost of living. Once the video is done, we will get back and do a critical analysis about the same. Family, in a special way, I'd like to thank all my subscribers who are supporting this channel by buying me a coffee. I do not take your support for granted. The link for buying a coffee is on the description box down below. Let's watch the video, then we'll be right back.
Life has gotten so expensive that it's not even worth trying to be frugal anymore. There's no point. You want a crashing out video about cost of living? Here's a crashing out video. So last month, our water bill was pretty high, $217 for the month. It was the highest I've ever had. I'm like, okay, let me look into this. Our usage was a little high. So I talked to my girlfriend. I say, let's try to conserve water. We did everything right. For the entire month, we turned off the sink while we were doing our dishes. We took short showers. I even used a timer during my showers. We consolidated loads of laundry. We did everything we could to save water. And you know what? We did a damn good job. We saved 500 gallons, which is awesome. That is a great improvement. You want to guess how much my water bill was for this month? $215. We used 500 gallons less, and I saved $2 whole. Are you actually for real right now? But Zach, how could this be? The fees and the taxes went up so much in the course of 1 month. That's all we saved. So what's the point? Why am I being frugal about it? Doesn't make any sense. Just 5 years ago, my water bill was $130 a month. Granted, it was just myself. Now we're 2 people. I get it. It's going to go up, but come on. There is no such thing as saving money here anymore. There is no such thing as getting ahead, putting together a retirement. None of that. It is impossible. I don't know about you, but I don't think this is sustainable. I don't think anybody can afford anything anymore. And it's getting scary.
I just had the most unreasonable reaction to something. So I just went to the bank to try to open a checking account, like another just free checking account, like if it was for saving for Christmas presents or like traveling, just like a short-term thing. The guy says, we can't do that. You have to have a $500 minimum. I don't want that. I just want it to be like basic. I don't want a savings account because I need to be able to move things in and out of it as needed. Just wanted like a free basic checking account. I already have an account here. Why can't you do that? He said no. I said, whatever. I left. I get in my car, I just start crying. That is a completely unreasonable response to the interaction that just happened. It's not that big of a deal, but it pissed me off. And it's because I feel like everything, like I immediately got in the car and texted my husband. I said, everything just feels so impossible right now. Like everything, just the weight of everything feels impossible. Like affording to live feels impossible. Like I've been constantly going back and forth. Like, do I want to have another baby? I can't afford it. Like, would I like to? Yeah, sure, but can't. It would mean I need a bigger house, a bigger car, another school. Like, it's so frustrating that these decisions have to be based on things like that. And that all of us have to have like 2 to 3 side hustles just to function. Like, my husband and I have good jobs. We both work. I don't want to work. I want to stay home. Are you kidding me? I would love to just be staying home with my kids. I also do content creation, make money off of that. Like I do Disney travel planning. I don't even talk about that. I do that too. Like I have 2 side hustles and a job. My husband has a very good job. We cannot afford to live. Like it's incredibly infuriating that this is where we're at. It's just, we should be able to live comfortably with the income that we make. And it's just bullshit that we can't. I'm not sure how we got there, but end rant.
Here I am. It is 11:45 at night on a Wednesday. I'm sitting on my fucking bathroom floor because I feel like I'm going to have a literal mental breakdown. How are people surviving? How are we doing this? Like, single people specifically. Single people in their late 20s that live in a city. How the fuck are you surviving? Tell me. Please, please. I am 27 years old. I live on my own in Philadelphia. I'm a woman. I went to school for 5 years. I have a bachelor's degree in digital marketing. I owned my own business for 9 years on top of that. And one, I can't find a job anywhere. I'm trying to utilize my degree. Can't find a job anywhere. I've been applying for months, almost a year. Can't. Nothing. 2, I'm struggling while living on my own, struggling. Like, I can't even put food on my table. I can't even afford my bills. I'm playing bill roulette every single month. Savings, don't know her. Cushion, emergency cushion, don't know her either. I'm at a loss of words. How the fuck are people doing this? I'm on the fence, and I've essentially made the executive decision that when my lease is up, I have to move back in with my parents just to play catch up. Just to play catch up on debt, just to put money in my savings again, just to re-regulate my fucking nervous system. Because being in constant financial distress destroys your body, destroys your emotional sanctity. I'm in a constant mode of fight or flight, wondering if I'm going to make enough money to get by and survive and not get evicted from my apartment, or I'm going to be able to feed myself. Just basic human necessities. With my chronic pain, with my chronic symptoms, my chronic health issues, this is just like fucking poking the bear. It's poking the fucking bear. Being in a constant state of financial instability is horrible for your mental and physical well-being. And if you already have something baseline that is wrong with you health-wise, this is just like adding fuel to the fire. I feel like I'm gonna throw myself off a cliff. Like I can't even enjoy my life. My best friend gets married this year. And she's going through, is having the most amazing thing happen to her. And I can't even emotionally be there for her because I'm struggling so much financially. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. And the fact that I have to move back in with my parents, and that is something that I've come to terms with, fucking sucks. I don't care what anyone says. It fucking sucks. I'm going to be 28 years old. Did I think I would be here? No. And I know the universe is laughing at me. You can't actually make a plan. I understand that. We have no control over anything. But what the fuck? This fucking sucks. Okay? Why is nobody angry? I'm fucking mad. I'm mad. It's not like I'm out here, shopping spree, traveling, getting my nails done, getting my hair done, drinking every weekend, can't afford my life. No. I haven't got my hair done. Look at her. What is that? And God knows how long. Nails? No. I don't drink. I don't drink alcohol already. I don't go out and drink. Haven't traveled since 2019. Haven't bought any new clothes in years, which is fine. Better for the planet. That's fine. But I'm not spending nothing. Everything I've had. And I still, God forbid, my shampoo and my body wash and my toiletries all run out at the same time. Oh my God, I'm impoverished. I can't even afford to do little things. It's so expensive being poor and not having money. I have to split my rent up and use Flex for rent. Split it up half and half. Because I can't pay it all at once. What the fuck is that about? What is that about? And I work full time, by the way. And I've been trying to get a second job, which is horrible for my body. Horrible for having a chronic pain condition. But this is just, it's a revolving door. It's a revolving door. I'm in constant pain, And the constant pain allows me to not get a second job after working 40 hours a week, get a second job. When I don't get that second job, then I don't have money to put food on the table. Then when I don't have that money, it stresses me out. And then it fuels to the chronic pain, and it's back and forth. It's never ending. It's never ending. And I have to move back in with my parents because I need my body to settle. This is crazy. I even if I were to move into another apartment at the end of the year, my credit score is tanked it's absolutely tanked from not being able to pay my bills on time. Destroyed. I don't have 3 months rent. I don't have first, last, and security deposit for a new apartment because that's what they all fucking require. I don't have that. God. Savings account? Don't know her. Safety cushion? Don't know her. I did. I had a really great relationship with her actually, and now that's severed. And look where we are. Now we're sitting on a bathroom floor talking to a screen. Like, do you think I'm mentally well? Absolutely not. I plan to go back to nursing school. You know, I want to help women. I want to advocate for women. I want to be a nurse. I want to work in the gynecology realm. That's something that I hold near and dear to my heart. But do you think I'm going to be able to get through nursing school and pay my rent and work full time and remain mentally stable and my body calm down? No. No, one of those things has to go, and unfortunately, it's the thing that I don't want to go, and that's living on my own. And that's just more independence that I hold near and dear to my heart stripped away from me. Like, I love living on my own. This has been amazing. Like, it's been everything to me. And I just know in my soul that I'm not going to be able to continue doing it and remain healthy and be able to reach my goals, at least for this time period in my life. And it's extra hard for single people. I don't want to hear it. Oh, it's hard for everyone. No, it's extra hard for single people. People that don't have a roommate and don't have the ability to find a roommate. You know how it is. I know it's hard. It's hard for me. I don't have a partner that I can rely on. I don't have rich parents that I can rely on at all. They open up their home to me and that's what they can do. I don't have anybody to rely on. I don't have a roommate that can help pick up the slack and carry me for a little bit. I have nobody. I have me. And I feel like I'm letting myself down here. And that sucks. And there's a lot of shame and embarrassment in that I just did not want to face. But unfortunately, I've gotten to the point where I have to surrender to it. If you are struggling and you're in your 20s, your late 20s specifically, if you're in your late 20s, single, and you're struggling, and you're living on your own, I see you. It's different. It's different when you're approaching 30 and you're not where you want to be. I'm not talking about early 20s. That's different. That's a different realm. Late 20s specifically. Because I'm 28, moving back in with my parents. And that's just like not something I ever really imagined that I would be doing at 28 years old. But here we are. I don't know how I'm going to get through this, but I think I'm going to start filming it more. This has really helped talking about it, and I know I'm not the only one alone that is alone in this. I know I'm not. We all suffer from a little bit of chronic uniqueness, and I'm really forcing myself right now to let that go because I'm not alone in it. So here's my journey, and if you listen to this full thing, thanks for listening, because this period of my life is not going to be my favorite, but I think it's going to be the most necessary. So I'm going to finish out the year strong in my apartment and love her and relish in her, and then I'm going to have to move forward without her.
Family, many white folks actually messed up their lives by voting Donald Trump as the president of the United States of America. Many of them were not thinking, about the future. One of the groups being the white farmers. White farmers chose Donald Trump even after Donald Trump promised to ensure that he would push mass deportations of people who are working in their own farms. Family, many white people voted against their own interests. And we are seeing that in America today. We are seeing them crying left, right, and center, saying the cost of living is very, very expensive. This is something that many black folks had actually spoke about, in the previous years. But what they used to say is that black people, do not work hard. Black people do not find opportunities, That is what they used to say then. Right now, they are feeling the weight of heavy cost of living, the prices of groceries, very, very high. We're seeing them complain, about the rent charges for owning an apartment in America today. Family, we're seeing the very same people saying, that the tariffs are finishing them, The tariffs are making them not to be able to push their businesses in America today. Family, to me, this is the heavy cost of racism, having to choose a leader because you want to defend your own interest, not wanting to think about other races or other groups of people. Right now, that is the sad reality in white America. Most of them are crying. The cost of living is unbearable, and they voted, for this kind of leadership in America. Next month, there will be no food stamps. And family, this would be a very big, loss to Americans because more than 42 million people will be going hungry in this timing. Just imagine a whole month with no food stamps. Family, this November, as you all know, November is always a Thanksgiving month. People celebrate Thanksgiving. People come together, share food, and just have a good time. I'd want to imagine families who do not have food and do not have food stamps. How will they celebrate Thanksgiving in this time? Family, Donald Trump is one of the biggest problems that America has. Family, many folks say that white America is being punished by God for their atrocities, the oppression they caused against the black man, in America. The same economic machine that exploited black labor and drained black communities is now eating its own children. Inflation is up, jobs don't pay, and the American dream looks like a nightmare each and every day. Most people are living paycheck to paycheck. Most people are earning hand to mouth. You receive your salary and spend all of it. You do not have life after your salary. You pay your rent, buy groceries, and that's over. You have nothing left with. You cannot go and treat yourself for a day. That is the sad reality that many Americans are having today. And the group of people who are having the most awakening, the rude awakening, is white America because, they saw this coming, but they chose color, of a good leadership. And this is the effect, the heavy cost of racism, choosing somebody because of their color. It's like the system is saying, if I can't keep oppressing black folks, I'll make everybody suffer. But what we're seeing now isn't random. It's divine reversal. God's judgment, has no favorites. Family, this is God's judgment. For the longest time, problems have been related to blackness. But family, right now, black people are used, to being pushed on the side. Black people are not complaining if you're keen. The number of black people in this time complaining about the cost of living is actually a very, very small percentage because black people are used, to this kind of life. Black people are resilient right now. Black people can move on either way, And the Bible says the last shall be the first. And that is what we're seeing in America today. Black people are regaining their position to where they should actually be. And the first shall be the last. White folks who thought they were supreme, who thought that they'd vote for anyone because they want to maintain whiteness, they are moving from the top and falling slowly, to the bottom. The comfort that white America built, on black suffering is disappearing. They mocked us when we struggled. Now they're tasting the very same bitterness. Their system is failing them. This is like somebody giving birth, then eating their child. Doesn't make sense. The system is eating them up. A system that has always supported them. This isn't just economics, it's spiritual. You can't build a nation on oppression and expect peace forever. God's judgment may take time, but it always arrives. Family, many a times I tell my subscribers that the biggest problem that has ever happened in the United States of America is its very foundation. It was built in oppressing black people. You cannot oppress, a group of people, then expect peace, then expect everything to run smoothly. What is happening with the economy right now? It's God's judgment. This is something that many people do not want to talk about, but it's nothing but the truth. Whatever is happening in America today, it's God's judgment because of its very foundation and what Black people and other marginalized groups have gone through in America, this should actually be a wake-up call. The same people who laughed at our pain are now begging for help. Maybe now they'll understand what it feels like to struggle in a system designed against you. You know, the difference is we've always survived the storm. Black people know how to endure. Black people have endured, you know, I'd start from the days of slavery, Jim Crow, redlining, mass incarceration. Black people have endured all that. Black people are resilient, you know. But for those who've never struggled, the white people in this case, this is a whole new reality. A person who's always had a smooth life, a person who's never seen poverty, a person who does not know what it means to struggle, starting seeing problems in their life, starting seeing, stumbles, just makes them want to, end their lives and just leave this world. That is the rude awakening that is facing white America today because they've never suffered as a people. They've never, been sidelined as a people. They've never been oppressed. But family, right now we are seeing God's divine punishment. That's why the economy is struggling. That's why we're seeing more and more white people say that life is very expensive and they're tired with the leadership of Donald Trump, a system that they already voted for. So next time you hear a white American crying about high prices and no help, just remember the very same system they protected is finally turning on them. Maybe, just maybe, they learn humility and justice, before it's actually too late. You all let me know in the comment section down below what you think about this specific episode. Are you in support, that the struggle that white America is facing today is due, to the constant oppression they've perpetuated in black communities all over America? Family, like this video so that it can be recommended to other YouTube users, and I'd be very, very grateful. Lastly, I really appreciate if you all took your time to subscribe to the channel. We are currently on the road to 50,000 subscribers. Guys, share this video, like it, and subscribe, and I'd really, really appreciate it. Thank you, and see you all in our next episode. Goodbye for now.